Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a sexologist based in Singapore and my company is called Eros Coaching. I've decided to interview authors based in Singapore because I love books and I decided to feature people who do good work. And today I have with me Ranford and he has written the book The Instant Entrepreneur. And I'm sure this book is very, very interesting and relevant to a lot of you out there because at some point or another, perhaps you have thought about quitting your job and starting your own business. So let's interview the person who wrote this book. So tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
My name is Ranford. I'm 24 this year. So right now I'm actually a financial consultant. Alright, and I actually wrote a book recently. Actually called The Instant Entrepreneur. So that was about when I was 21. So it's been a really interesting journey pursuing this project, because at that time I was in the national service, and because entrepreneurship was a topic that I was really interested and passionate about, so I thought to myself, hey, why not kill two birds with one stone? And firstly I get to write a book about entrepreneurship. I can learn from successful entrepreneurs, business owners, and then next, I will be able to establish myself as a published author. Yeah, so that was why I decided to embark on this project.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what you're doing right now?
Okay, right now I'm actually a financial advisor with Prudential. But prior to embarking on this profession, I actually started my own company called Entrepreneurship Hub. So whereby we actually help aspiring entrepreneurs, new startups, to give them unique sales and marketing strategies on how to kickstart their new venture or the business that they have in mind. So right now, moving forward, I'm looking at how do I integrate the two, my profession and my passion rolled into one, which is what I'll be focusing on right now, which is what I'm focusing on right now actually, to be an advocate for others in the area of personal finance and entrepreneurship.
It feels to me that there is an overlap because in both situations you are helping people to solve their problems relating to money.
Yes.
One is for their business and one is for their personal life.
Yes.
Because financial planning is about long term, and it's also about protection of their assets.
Correct. Yeah, you're right. And a lot of when I started on this profession, I realized that the cornerstone, of every successful entrepreneur, every business owner, is actually personal financial planning. Yeah, because that would be the foundation. Yeah, because as entrepreneurs, business owners, we are often so busy, caught up with the urgent things, the day-to-day hustle and bustle, that we forget about the things that are important. But when things are important, something like personal financial planning, if it's not addressed and it becomes urgent, it's usually too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What are some of the difficulties that you experienced writing this book?
Okay, the greatest challenge that I faced when I was working on this book was that the people that I meet, firstly for interviews or to promote the book, the first question that they always ask me is, oh, you're writing a book about entrepreneurship, so how many successful businesses have you started? How many franchises have you made? How many millions have you made? And initially I was dumbfounded, I was stunned because I was not anywhere near that. All I was someone who was interested about a topic, that I want to pursue. Yeah, but because living in pragmatic and Singapore, all of us, we always talk about being realistic. So that was the greatest challenge I faced, and initially I was very, very discouraged, and even to the point where I thought of giving up on this project altogether because there was one person who gave me really good advice, open and close inverted commas, to say, say things like, Ranford, I would suggest to you, this is my 2 cents worth of advice, is to, put this book project aside, go and work for people first, gain some experience, learn the ropes, and come out and start your business of your own. And if you are successful, write about a success story. If you fail, then write about your failure. I was so close to to buy into that idea, but thank God I didn't. So I didn't, and today I'm a proud published author.
So what can people look forward to reading, finding out about when they get your book?
Okay, so very straightforward. In this book, I've broken it down into 3 parts. The first one is actually what entrepreneurship is. Alright, so I'll like what I shared with you earlier, what entrepreneurship is and the differences between entrepreneurs and business owners, and why now is the best time to pursue entrepreneurship. Yeah, so I'm debunking all the myths about entrepreneurship once and for all. Alright, so that's the first part. The second part, is the juicy part of the book, whereby I'll actually share 10 strategies, alright, on how to transform yourself, any individual, into an instant entrepreneur. I've broken it out further into 5 factors which are internal, and another 5 which are external. Right, so that's for part 2. So that will be the juicy part of the book, where you get all your strategies and all your all your activities. And the last part is 3 key factors, to be successful in any venture that you launch. And I think that's the most important part to wrap up the whole project, and to wrap up the whole book, right? And at the same time, to give people, the reason, why you do what you do.
I really like the case studies and the exercises in the book, and I can see that you really put a lot of thought into it. So did you get feedback or from people?
Yes, a lot of them were saying that the book was very well structured, and the reason why I got the case studies, they're actually all the feature entrepreneurs, and I'm really grateful for them, because they were the ones who were the first few people who supported this publication. Yeah, and I'm eternally grateful for their support and their belief in my vision for this project. So the reason why I actually included their story or like what I say, case studies into this book is because I always believe facts tell but stories sell, and they are individuals with their own life, with their own entrepreneurial journey, and their ups and downs, and we can actually learn a lot from them. And that's the reason why I got them in, and I'm really thankful that they were very open, they really share their true life experiences, and I've learned so much from them, and that's the reason why I want to share this with all the readers. Yeah.
What has been the response for your books?
I'm pleasantly surprised that a lot of the people the feedback that I've gotten, the main one would be they were saying that it's really refreshing, because they have never seen entrepreneurship that way. So maybe to give you an insight on what I mean by that is, when I ask people, what do you think, what's your definition of entrepreneurship? They'll come up with all sorts of different reasons, and a lot of them, but most of the reason, the main one that I get is that entrepreneurs are business owners, right? When in actual fact, based on my research and meeting people, that's not true, because entrepreneurs and business owners, they are 2 separate entities. My definition is entrepreneurs are people who solve problems for others for profit. Yeah. So with this definition, not everybody is an entrepreneur. The tissue auntie, selling tissue paper on the streets is an entrepreneur. Karang-guni man is an entrepreneur. Even an employee is an entrepreneur. Yeah. So everybody is an entrepreneur. So the question is, how are you pursuing entrepreneurship? That's one. And what is your purpose? What's your passion for pursuing entrepreneurship? Yeah, that's 2. And with this idea, with this concept, people start to see that, entrepreneurship is not so tough after all.
Yeah, so these are 2 insights that people can get from reading your book.
Yes.
I was asking you just now, before we started filming, about your book sales.
Yes.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit more.
Oh, sure. For my book sales, I actually did pre-sold about 500 to 600 copies, even before writing a single word. So that was something very encouraging. Yeah, because I didn't expect, that it could be done. Yeah. So that was actually the motivation, one of the motivating factors for me as well to get the book done, because people have already paid, and there's a certain level of commitment and accountability to your future readers. Yeah. So that was what I did. So right now, the sales are actually mainly coming from the website, from the bookstores. Yeah, and I also do a lot of speaking, training. So I will do book sales there as well.
Great,
Yeah.
fantastic. So you have a company called Entrepreneurship Hub.
We actually specialize in helping individuals, aspire entrepreneurs or new startups with unique sales and marketing strategies. We coach them, alright, to kickstart their new venture. So our flagship program is actually a lot on sales and marketing training, entrepreneur consultation, alright, to be able to pass on the skills that we have to individuals. So I actually work very closely with the book's adopted charity, Sing Youth Hub. So I do a lot of pro bono trainings and mentoring sessions with their student volunteers. And I'm really pleased to see that wherever I've shared with these students, alright, they actually apply, the what I taught them, and they have generated tremendous results. Like the latest one was this group of students from a national junior college. They were taking part in this social enterprise challenge, and they came in first place, raising more than $14,000 in a short span of a few months. Yeah, and they were actually the top in the whole competition. So I was really pleased because they actually applied whatever I've taught them, right? And from there they actually generated the results. Yeah, and furthermore, they're only students.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that I really enjoy doing a lot. Yeah.
Do you have future plans of writing more books?
That's a very good question. Not at the moment, but like what I mentioned to you earlier, probably the next book, if I were to work on it, would be on something closer to what I'm doing right now, my profession, which is a financial advisor. So probably it could be something along the lines of personal finance and entrepreneurship rolled into one. Yeah, so I think that would be what I'll be really keen to embark on, to explore, because I think it's something very important, and there's a very powerful message that has to be shared, and to be applied in these two genres or areas.
For those people who are interested to hire you for, say, to advise, if they are planning to start a business or they already have a business that could do better, they just don't know how, they can hire you?
Yes, they actually can. Because I also do a lot of entrepreneur consultation. That's actually what I focus on mostly in my company right now. So right now I actually do during this one-on-one sessions. It's usually 2 hours minimum across 10 sessions. So during these sessions, I'll coach you, from the beginning to the end. Alright, share with you, what are your game plans. We create specific milestones, and I'll check in with you, once every fortnight or once every month to ensure, that you are on track. Yeah, and that's where I come in, because as a consultant or as a coach, I ensure, that you are accountable to someone. Yeah, and you get things done. What you have set out to achieve, you'll get it done. And if you face any obstacles, any problems, you can always check in with me, and that's how we can actually improve from there.
I think as a coach, I know how important it is to have somebody who has experience bring you through the process. Sometimes it can be very daunting, so it's a little bit like holding your hand.
Yeah. You can contact me direct on my website, www.whyentrepreneurs.com. Yeah, so that's whyentrepreneurs with a s.com.
Okay, so that's your consultancy service that you provide.
Yes, correct.
Fantastic, great.
Yep.
So once again, you can find Ranford's book, The Instant Entrepreneur, on his website, www.instantentrepreneurs.com.
Yeah.
And you can also find it in local bookstores.
Yeah.
So be sure to check it out, because I like it. I think you will like it too.